What is good, people? RXL, big time fragrance influencer. And I'm back with another video. Yes, I'm a big time fragrance influencer. Why? Because I said so. But I'm not a Paul Heyman guy. I'm a Jim Cornette guy. We got a little something today called Louis Vuitton's On the Beach. And yes, she is a pricey one. 100 ml with taxes is going to run you about close to $400. But you cheap bastards, and I know some of you out there are watching, don't you worry, because I got an amazing alternative for $40. Everybody wins today. Believe it or not, it's actually not my scent of the day today. It's actually Ralph's Club New York. I just can't get enough of that. It's such an easy go-to. I haven't even put it away on my shelf. It sits in the living room for a quick grab, an easy reach, a dumb reach, as they say. But I have been going back and forth between Louis Vuitton's On the Beach and its clone. I got a little more experience with the clone. I've been wearing that for about a year. And this is very important for the content creators and the people that are watching their videos when they say, oh, the clone market, oh, it's so terrible for these designers. They're really taking a bite out of and taking away from these designers. Not really, because this clone from Do It, and it's called #BeachVibes. You can see there's a small dent in this 30 ml. If it was not for me wearing this many times and enjoying it, I would not even know what On the Beach smelled like. And if I just briefly wore it as a sample, I probably would not have bought it. But it's a fragrance that grew on me, and I went ahead and pulled the trigger on the OG, they call it, the original On the Beach. So no, the clone didn't take away from a designer. Louis Vuitton should actually thank Dua for generating them a sale. So what makes On the Beach so special? On the Beach is a very odd name. When you spray it, yes, you get some citrus, you get some yuzu. Yes, you get a little bit of florals, you get some neroli. It's a fresh, clean smell like their California line of fragrances often do. There's pink pepper and there's thyme to make it, nice and light and fresh, and a sand accord. That's when it starts to get interesting. I personally don't think it's a sand accord. I would consider it more of Louis Vuitton's proprietary musk that clone companies just can't quite seem to copy. It's like a sparkle, like a very fine sand, and when clone companies try to copy it, instead of a fine sand, it comes out kind of chunky, like a sugar in the raw, whatever that sugar is with the big granules. With a name like On the Beach, you would think it's very aquatic, very salty. It actually is not. You get a little bit of that. But the most prominent note in this fragrance is probably rosemary and cypress. It's very green. You get some cloves to make it lean a little bit more masculine. This is definitely signature scent worthy. It's a phenomenal fragrance. Unfortunately, I'm not a big rosemary guy, so after several days, I would get tired of the fragrance, but I would always come right back around to it. Definitely glad to have it in the collection. And before I give it a score, I'm going to talk a little bit about the clone from Do It, and this is going to be real easy to explain. This is one of the better Dua clones, and I'm not going to blow, smoke up your rear end and tell you it's better than the original. It's 1-to-1 or any of that nonsense. It does what a good clone does. It makes the scent, the Louis Vuitton scent, immediately recognizable. It keeps up with it note for note. The only issue and difference is because this costs about $30 to $40 and the other costs like $300 or $400. It does everything the original does, but it is amplified much like a song. It's playing the same song, but it's over amplified, and with that you're going to get a lot of distortion. It's a dense, thick cloud rather than the light freshness of the original. This may sound negative. It's actually not, because most people, most of the Dua fan base, this is the reason they purchase these. They call it Duifying the fragrance. They want it Duified. They want it louder. They want it to last an insane amount of time, which the clone does. This clone lasts about 12 hours. The original lasts somewhere in the 6 to 8 hour range, which is also pretty phenomenal for what the scent is. So you guys don't want to spend a lot of money. Oh, Louis Vuittons are overpriced. You have your alternative right here. But Louis Vuitton's on the beach, as expensive as it is, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Solid banger by Louis Vuitton. Do not let the name fool you. This is an all-year scent, day or night, doesn't matter. Ladies, be careful. It does lean a little bit on the masculine side. Other than that, that's all I got to say about these two great fragrances. And as always, thank you for watching.